What if I told you that free housing isn't good enough anymore? Nope. Now it's apartheid unless it's built in Constantia, Camps Bay, or on top of Cyril Ramaphosa's lawn. Let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are making amazing headway when it comes to Stolen Ground 2 and 3 productions in order to get them off the ground. No pun intended. If 4,000 people just donated 50 Rand, we would hit our goal. For those of you that have already donated, thank you so much. I really cannot wait to bring these stories to light. There are some very interesting things happening in Grabouw and Hermanus when it comes to land grabs. But once again, I need your help. So pause the video now if you're watching on TV and scan the QR code. It'll take you directly to the Bakabari campaign. Or you can go to the link in the description or pinned comment. And if you prefer using EFT to donate, those details are also in the pinned comment and description. Once again, for those of you that have already donated, thank you so much. Let's uncover the truth behind land grabs in South Africa together. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Newsflash. I'm your host, Emilio. Thanks for tuning in. So Liam Jacobs, the Patriotic Youth Alliance leader, has declared that the DA's housing projects are basically the Group Areas Act 2.0. Why? Because they build housing where there's actually space and infrastructure instead of bulldozing vineyards in Constantia to build an RDP flat next to Paul Mashatili's mansion.
I'm sorry, what?
According to Liam, if you're not placing low-cost housing in Camps Bay or Bishop's Court, then you're socially engineering the poor to stay on the periphery. That's the argument. Let's pause here. Affordable housing in Camps Bay? That's like demanding a Woolworths meal deal at Spaza shop prices. Yes, I'd like a luxury ocean view home, but please make it 2,000 Rand a month.
Get a load of this guy.
We're not talking about a lack of housing here. The DA has, in fact, built more housing units than any other province. The complaint is about location. And here's where the entitlement kicks in. The people screaming about location justice aren't talking about their locations. Liam Jacobs isn't volunteering his backyard. Paul Mashatile isn't cutting up his Constantia lawn. The ANC elite live in sprawling estates surrounded by walls, guards, and blue light convoys. Yet, somehow, it's the DA's fault for not sneaking an RDP complex between the mansions in Bishop's Court. This is political theater, not policy. And let's be clear, building affordable housing in wealthy areas isn't about justice. It's about a promise you can't deliver. So you keep the poor angry and hopeful instead of self-reliant. Classic socialist strategy. Keep people dependent, then weaponize their frustration. It's been happening for years. Let's deal with the reality. Most wealthy areas don't have vacant land lying around waiting for development. You'd have to expropriate people's private property to do this. It's exactly what the ANC has been pushing all along with the expropriation bill, or now act. But here's the irony. The ANC elites are never the ones losing their land. It's farmers, it's the middle-class homeowner, it's productive citizens. Not Cyril, not Paul, not the connected comrades. So when Liam Jacobs screams, Group Areas Act 2.0, what he really means is why isn't the DA following our communist fantasy plan to bulldoze suburbia and turn it into a Havana? And imagine if they actually did it. You buy a 10 million Rand house in Constantia, the next thing, your neighbor is a block of subsidized flats. Suddenly, the wine tasting and polo crowd have to share parking with 20 Toyota Tazes and a Spaza shop. It's not a downgrade. It's location justice.
Yeah, right.
Housing is important, location matters, but this argument is not about uplifting the poor. It's about stirring resentment. The DA is building homes. Could they do more? Absolutely. Should housing policy be smarter? Yeah, but calling it apartheid because you don't get to live in Camps Bay at a discounted rate is ridiculous. If location justice is really the standard, then maybe we should be looking at the politicians' own mansions first. They've got sprawling estates in Constantia and Fresnay, often with multiple properties. But funny how those never seem to come up in the housing conversation. I'm not saying we go and bulldoze their wine cellars into RDP flats. I'm not. Obviously not. I'm just pointing out the absurdity. The loudest voices about justice live on the biggest plots, and yet somehow the burden always falls on ordinary citizens, never on them. So let's be honest. This isn't about justice. It's about entitlement and cheap politics. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to help me uncover the truth behind land grabs in South Africa, don't forget to go and donate to the Back a Buddy campaign. And if you don't want to use Back a Buddy, you can always EFT. EFT details are in the pinned comment and description, along with the Back a Buddy campaign link. For more information, you can go to stolenground.co.za and drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts about all this. Do you agree with Liam? Do you not agree with Liam? Let's have a conversation in the comment section. And no matter which platform you're watching this episode on, please drop a like, a follow, a subscribe, and share the video far and wide. I've got more content coming your way. And with all that being said, thanks for watching. Your Newsflash is in.
I want you to put this on and teach me a lesson.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
See? And that's how we stick to the list.
It's not what I had in mind.
You're driving, by the way.